Welcome back. Doom 2016. We are currently riding a tram from the destroyed Argent facility to the Advanced Research Complex. All these very boring corporate names.
Now approaching UAC Advanced Research Complex.
It's time we meet in person. My office is on the second floor of this facility.
Okay.
Doom Guy's got a date
He does.
with Destiny.
With Sammy. Samwell.
Welcome to UAC. Built on blood, sweat, and dreams.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that's all literal.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure they could harvest... If they can harvest your soul out of your body, I'm sure they can harvest your dreams out of your body.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad we've made it to the shopping mall level.
It does kind of look like a shopping mall, you're right. It even has these bathrooms.
These shitty, possibly fake potted plants.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I mean, they gotta be fake.
Yeah, on Mars. Oops, I accidentally opened the console. The button is right next to the button. It's tilde for the console and tab for the map. Oh, and these mirrors that are all broken, so they don't have to render reflections, because that's very expensive, memory-wise. Classic video games. Crawling through ducts. Hey, this guy's got a Quake poster in his locker.
Sick.
What kind of shenanigans is this? Does Quake exist as a video game in the Doom universe? But doesn't Doom Guy go into Quake? In Quake 3 and then Quake Champions? It doesn't make any sense.
You can't think about it that hard.
Yeah, you're right. It's not a game that you're meant to think about.
I feel like this is a level in Doom VFR.
Probably,
This
yeah.
is familiar
I mean,
to me.
there's a lot of... most of that game has to be, reused assets and stuff from this game, so... That wouldn't surprise me. We've reached a point in the game where... I feel like the amount of things that we're going to encounter that are new is going to be pretty limited. I wouldn't say that our arsenal is 100% full. There's still, one sizable inclusion that needs to be added, but besides that, the kit's pretty much done. The weapons, at least. And, in terms of the enemy roster, things aren't going to get too crazy from here on out, I wouldn't say. So this is sort of I don't know, I guess I'd call it the plateau of difficulty in the game. Well, from a certain perspective. I would say that this level in particular is the plateau, and things get a little bit easier in the next level.
For our audience, and definitely not for me, Please explain what plateauing is.
Oh, plateauing in terms of difficulty? So, in a game design sense, things start kind of basic, and the player starts out kind of basic, right? Like, you have very limited options, but the things that you're asked to do are also very low level. And then as you progress and you get new tools and you get new adversaries and obstacles to overcome, the difficulty ramps up. And it keeps going up, and I would say that now is the point where we've just hit what I would call, not necessarily, maybe like an apex, but by plateauing, I mean it flatlines kind of at this point. I wouldn't say that it gets significantly harder or more easier from this point on. Oh, and here for story, You can see Samuel Hayden right here before he was a robot. This hall is just got sort of like a bunch of UAC employees, and if you look at the ones that don't have pictures that I just went over that are just like names, they're like the names of employees. You can see Kevin Cloud is one of them. The cool Easter egg. Also, there are these like corporate, I don't know even what you call them. Like this one says, "All hail the Dark Lord." That doesn't seem right. Like corporate slogans. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, that's what plateauing. That's what I mean when I say plateauing. Because I mean, this game has. I would say a pretty weird difficulty ramp up on Nightmare mode. In some of the easier difficulties, I would say it's more balanced, but for some reason, this game just starts much harder than it should. I think it's just because the demons do so much more damage than you have health.
And what kind of work is it that you're doing, Olivia? I haven't seen a report from your team in months now, have I? Can I trust that you can maintain your distance?
Supervisors, am I right?
Of course.
Listen, she just wants to summon demons. Gotta let her do her job.
In order to make progress, we will have to make even greater sacrifices.
This isn't progress, it's madness. The board understands the peculiar nature of your work, and no one is in the dark on what those sacrifices mean to mankind. But your judgment is no longer considered sound.
I think sort of the subtext that you're supposed to be picking up on there is that Olivia Pierce is getting influenced or something by the demonic forces in a way that Samuel Hayden isn't. I don't know if that has to do with his robot body or something else, but it's clear that you know, Samuel Hayden wanted to be engaged with these hellish aspects because it made for good energy production, because they could mine that energy back from hell. But like with all things, there are repercussions to those kinds of actions that the game very blatantly states. Also, it happened off screen because of clever editing, but I did switch some of my runes around, so now I'm getting armor on glory kills and stuff like that. Just to like level up some of them that I don't usually use. Throw them off, I guess. Berserk time, buddy.
This is incomprehensibly fast.
Don't worry about it. I'm just punching. Yeah, I was watching this back in the edit, and I was like, you know, I switched some of my runes around so that I could glory kill from further away, just because I knew there was a berserk in this fight, and I was like, this is gonna be so confusing to watch, but I don't even care. Because the nice thing about berserk is that since it gives you free glory kills, all the runes that interact with glory kills work when you're using berserk, so it's a nice synergy.
You know what else likes synergy?
Mm-hmm.
CEOs.
That's true. That's a very corporate-y kind of word. It's a very like 2011 corporate word, which makes sense given the time scale of video game development. It's probably something that they were tired of hearing. Oops, I opened the console again. When they were making this game. And then, ironically, every game became a synergy nightmare because it was all about, like, you know, how much money can you make by inserting garbage.
Do not be alarmed by the system update. It is a prototype of our interdimensional tether, a means for me to pull you back from hell. I'm sorry for the jolt, but I didn't think you'd allow its installation voluntarily. I'm Dr. Samuel Hayden. I have supplies in my office. This way, please.
Pretty tall.
Save your ammunition.
Fun Easter egg. Not be damaged. Vega simulation in progress. I don't really know what that means, but...
Welcome, Dr. Hayden.
What did it say?
Vega combat simulation in progress, something like that. I don't know, it's just
Take whatever
a
supplies
weird,
you
interesting
need.
detail that I looked at for some reason. I don't know why. What is this thing? Stone thing. It's pretty cool looking. Who's that sexy guy?
Tower is
Who are
devastating.
those guys around him, though?
But I am committed to helping you close the portal. All of our work and understanding of their world is derived from the inscriptions on a large stone artifact we pulled from Hell in the earliest days of the program. We call it the Helix Stone. It is our most closely guarded asset. Olivia was obsessed with it. From it, we learned how to manipulate Hell's energy, bend it to our will, take advantage of their resources.
It's got
It
the
also
logo on
led
it.
us to you. The Helix Stone showed us how to harness the power of the
The
will.
logo?
Yeah, the
I believe it
Doomslayer
will show
logo.
you how to shut it
Also, there's
down.
this wonderful picture of
For years,
Doom guy
Olivia
kicking some
kept
demon
the
ass.
Helix in her
There's like a
private
guy in a
office
cloak
the
behind him.
Lazarus Labs, which is only accessible
Reminiscent of the old
through
Doom cover.
from the
Oh,
advanced
yeah,
research
obviously.
complex
Very
across the chasm.
wonderful reference there.
Your affinity for guns is apparent. I'm confident
perked
you'll
my
find
ears up.
something useful there as well. The service elevator is at the end of the hall.
Okay, bye. So that was the exposition dump. I'm sure we
That's-
were all paying attention.
That thing on the wall definitely doesn't look like it's going to be in Doom Eternal later.
Yeah. It doesn't look like maybe a cool sword or something. Like, I don't know what that is.
And those guys next to Doom guy as statues, I'm sure they were just like from Dark Souls or something.
Yeah. You know. They won't be mentioned again, I'm sure. I do appreciate this game not... I mean, it's mixed bag. It's mostly not upfront with its storytelling, except there are these occasional moments where you get stuck in a room with someone and you have to listen to them talk. You know, he just was talking. I don't know if I could repeat a word he just said. A little incomprehensible. Something about a Helix Stone. This is a detail I like that I kind of missed. There are all these other caskets. That's kind of interesting. Were they just dummy caskets? Or did they have some guys in them? Are there more?
Are there other Doom guys?
Are there more Doom guys out there? Is co-op canon? Is there gonna be a gray and a red and a purple one? Good sound design on those guys. This is technically, in finger quotes, a new enemy. It's the Cyber Mancubus. It's just a Mancubus, but he's green, Mountain Dew flavored.
It's a good band.
Yeah. He also, his shots leave like pools of acid on the floor. Kind of annoying in the good way. Like it's a good hazard that you have to look out for.
Like me after Taco Bell, am I right, fellas?
Oh my god. He is drinking the Baja Blast, so I guess that makes sense. Because he's green colored. Oh my god. Shot the rocket in between his legs. And I've got haste and the upgraded super shotgun, so this new enemy, just fucking turn him into mulch real quick. Like it's no big deal.
Oh shit, this is also an arena in Doom VFR.
Yeah, it's, I feel like you're gonna see a couple Doom VFR things in the next couple of levels. But first, a rune challenge. Move faster after a glory kill rune. This challenge is you can only move after you kill a guy. If you kill a demon, you have 3 seconds of movement, and otherwise you can't move. Which is it's a little frustrating. It's not like too bad though. It's relatively easy. You only have to shoot like little easy guys. It's not like they put you against anything that would take too many bullets. Easy peasy.
Got him.
For a rune that I will probably never equip. That's a good rune. I mean, I think it has some merit. But, oh, and here's another. It's Super Turbo Turkey Puncher 3. This is a Doom 3 reference. This same arcade machine can be found in the opening of Doom 3 before shit goes down.
This game sucks.
It does. It's really bad.
It's fucking boring.
You get a multiplier if you get a frame perfect but that's it, and the score just ramps up, I think, infinitely. There's like no endpoint. I spend a little bit too long playing this given how little there is to it.
This feels like a fake video game that you would see like on The Simpsons or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know what the original is. It's obviously very like satirical of something. Of video games, kind of fighting games in particular, but just sort of anything. I don't know. My point is, I don't know what they were trying to say in Doom 3. This game, I can excuse it because they're just making a reference to Doom 3. It's like, oh, that's a cute thing from Doom 3. Remember that. I don't know what they were saying in Doom 3 with that, though. I mean, besides John Carmack being like, look at this impressive technology where you can have a mouse on a computer screen in the game and click on stuff, and it's like, yeah, it's very cool, Mr. Carmack. I just don't know what the application of this will be.
Remember when you could throw your own poop and Duke Nukem Forever?
Yeah.
It's impressive technology right there.
Yeah, 3D Realms have always been known for their interactivity, too. Maybe that's what they were trying to do with Doom 3. They were trying to chase the 3D Realms interactivity. They saw all that Duke Nukem 3D playing cool, and they were like, whoa, this is the future.
What if you could do that but punch turkeys instead?
Yeah, exactly. Wouldn't that be entertaining?
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, this is one of those sequences where so one of the things that really sucks about this game is that if you fall into a death pit, you die instantly and have to restart from checkpoint. And then they ask you to do all this platforming, and I'll be honest, it's a real nail biter when you're playing it. Because it's just kind of annoying. Like, it's a big, so you have to go through a loading screen, and then you have to start over. It's just a lot. It's a bit of a pain point. Oh, and check this out. You can see through this, and you go up here, there's a floor. Fix your damn game, Ed. It's damn glitchy. It's buggy. You didn't model the floor correctly. Yeah, whatever. Hey, it's this level.
Oh shit!
Can't open
One of
that
the
thing.
good ones.
Yeah. Yes, actually.
for the tiny room that they give you.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It reminds you of the good old days, and then there's nothing in there except for 2 useless explosive barrels. This is the other thing that sucks, is that you have to backtrack to get to that. There's a lot of backtracking in this jumping puzzle section. I call it a puzzle. It's not a puzzle, it's just like jumping. Because it's very straightforward. Where you're supposed to go is down in that shaft below us that keeps opening periodically. But they hid a bunch of secrets in this area, which, I mean, I guess is technically fine. But it's just like, oh, whoa. It's just like a lot of wasted time, if you ask me. I'm okay with exploration in a game like this, but this level in particular is very linear. So it doesn't really... This kind of exploration just kind of feels tedious instead of like you're actually looking for something. Because you know where you're supposed to go, and so it's just like, let me just pick up a bunch of crap. I promise I'm not going to be too cynical, but I just had to get it off my chest. I'm throwing some grenades just to level up the equipment power. Rune. That I have to min-max because of mental illness.
I feel like all min-maxing D&D players are the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And rules lawyers. Bye!
Bye!
I'm pretty sure this is also in Doom VFR.
Oh, yeah. I like a good fan section. So,
What is this, Dark Forces 2 Jedi Knight?
yeah. Kinda honestly looks like it. These octagonal corridors.
Fan puzzles.
And fan sections, yeah. I knew that's what you were referencing, but honestly, you saying it just sparked, like, yeah, this does actually kind of look like that game. We're at the point now where weapon mod bots are... I'm not gonna say useless because, for instance, I picked up the remote detonation on the rocket launcher, which is pretty good. Every mod in this game is pretty good, except for Precision Bolt on the railgun because siege mode is better. But we're sort of reaching the point where we're kind of locked in. I'm still gonna pick up everything for completion's sake, but there's just not much to get that really matters anymore. At least not that I'm gonna be using.
Demonic presence but
Here
unsafe.
we enter the O of Destruction. This is a Doom 2 reference.
What's the reference?
No, it's just that this corridor is shaped. It's like a circle, and there's a level in Doom 2 called the O of Destruction, which itself is a reference to Ultima, one of the Ultima games. I was gonna give the number, but I don't know it. I don't know anything about Ultima.
This is the hub in Doom VFR.
Yeah. I think I said the next couple levels. I think it's really just this level that's gonna mostly have a bunch of Doom VFR references in it.
Engaged.
You're gonna see a part and you're gonna be like, that reminds me of Doom VFR.
I've done it 3 times now. I'm going for a 4th.
Red Vehicle scan failed. Access denied. Yellow security clearance required.
Damn
Was
it.
that supposed to look like hell?
Honestly, probably yes. I never made the connection, but it does. You're not wrong. And given this game's proclivity for pop culture reference, it would not shock me if that's intentional. I do love Hugo Martin.
This
But,
could have been you, Duke Nukem Forever.
It really, well, that's a can of worms that I am not equipped to handle.
We don't have a big enough can opener.
Yeah, I don't know how to talk about Duke Nukem in the way that it requires. If anybody's interested in that, just go watch Civi's videos on it. Says it more than I could ever care to.
I definitely know who that is. I don't.
He's a guy that makes videos on YouTube.com about boomer shooters. Yeah, you can blow these guys up with this test fire, but I feel like there was originally maybe going to be a challenge to do it, and then they were like, wow, this is really finicky. And then they decided to not make it a challenge, but they just left it in the game anyways. That's how it comes across, because it's like, why can you do that? It's a weird thing. I appreciate the idiosyncratic level of detailing and like interactivity very much. Again, we keep bringing up Duke Nukem, but very much like a 3D Realms game. But also, why? When you think about a game as lean as Doom, in which I mean to say stripped of all the fat, details like that are kind of superfluous. Well, this guy has eyeballs. Maybe we can use him as a retinal scan.
You know it.
Oh, yeah. I do appreciate the replacement of keys with various human body parts. That's something that needs to be done more often.
Biometric
No, I want that thing.
scanning. Unauthorized.
No, I need it, though.
Expulsion to commence in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh my god.
Is this the thing Loki put Thor in Avengers 1?
Activate.
It is, honestly. It's this, yeah. The mixed with the Resident Evil laser hallway, except it moves up and down.
Oh shoot.
Thank God we weren't standing there.
Good thing you found the secret way to avoid it completely.
Yes. That is highly telegraphed with the color green. I'm glad that when we shot that and the laser went down, it didn't just cut the gun in half.
That would suck.
Yeah, that would have been no good. But luckily, this gun is so powerful it cannot be cut by a laser. Because, of course, it is the BFG 9000. The BFG 9000 in this game is different than in previous games. It has its own unique ammo count. Right next to the chainsaw, you get 3 shots.
Proceed to the Lazarus.
Yeah,
Oh yes.
that's very satisfying. And I'm so glad. Whoever put that room there is a genius. It's like, you just get the gun, just put a room full of demons right there so you can just use it. Anyways, it doesn't get ammo back like normal guns. It's not random. You have to find pickups for it. Technically, if you upgrade the ammo rune, you can get random drops of BFG ammo, but that's never how I choose to build my runes. I don't really use the BFG that much. It's very good, but it is also kind of just pressing the win button. Maybe I'm a bit of a masochist, but I like the challenge that the game gives me when I don't have to use it. Speaking of challenge, this rune challenge is you have to glory kill 8 imps. Seems easy, but you have no cover. All you have is the pistol, which is kind of annoying. And glory killing doesn't give you health like it normally does, so if you take damage, there's no way to recover. Not too hard, but, you know, to peek behind the curtain, I did fail this one a couple times. But if I kept all my failures in, this video would be an hour long, so. And trust me, that statement's just gonna get more true as it goes on. Spent a lot of time in the map in this video. I'm so uncertain of where I'm going in this life.
Shut up.
Oh, and I was mentioning it much earlier in the video, but yeah, I mean, because of the plateau that we've hit in terms of difficulty, I mean, and in terms of equipment as well, like, we're not really going to be getting, basically now that we have the BFG, we're not going to be getting really anything new weapon-wise. So I just spend a lot of time upgrading, like, trying to complete the weapon challenges that I have ready, so I'm, like, trying to get the turret mode upgraded, because that's quite good, and trying to get the siege mode upgraded, which is useful, but it's not that good, but, you know...
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
This arena is from Doom VFR.
Yeah, I know. I haven't even played the damn thing, and I know. They had to reuse a lot of this level. I'm curious if they may have reused a later level too that I am thinking of. I don't know if they made anything new for that game. I mean, you know, besides the VR technology. This is quite a big fight. This is quite a long fight. I would say this is a real one. This is chunky. This is one of those ones where, speaking on game design, like in terms of plateauing, this is like the first. This is the first fight that you have where you have pretty much every tool you could want or need to complete it, assuming that you've been quote-unquote playing the game correctly, like finding the weapons and stuff. It's not quite my favorite, certainly, but the arena is like pretty cool. It's got these teleporters that I haven't gone into yet, but it might be the first appearance of teleporters in an arena, at least that I can think of. We've had a few, like, jump pads before, but now there are these portals, and the red one leads to a red one on the bottom, the blue one. Likewise, it's like, goes between each floor. And they turn gray after you go through them for like a couple seconds, so you can't just reuse them constantly. Which is pretty cool. And then, oh, I accidentally walked into the acid and I died instantly. It was one of the few times that I'm leaving a death end, because I just want to show everybody that it starts you all the way back in this stupid hallway. You have to go all the way down this hallway again and fight all those guys again before you can even start the fight. And I died 3 times. So you get to watch my 4th ultra rehearsed version of this now, where it's literally like a John Wick choreography where I'm just like spawn killing every dude.
Oh, I'm thinking I'm back. Or whatever.
Yeah. Exactly. It's just like that movie. John Wick 1 was 2014, right? I'm pretty sure that was inspiration for this game to some degree. That was like on the upswing of action violence becoming cool again.
Nice job, action film and video games, FPSs.
Not that it was ever, I guess, uncool. It got really, like, muddy for a while there. Everything was, like, brown and gray and, like, really sluggish and slow and militarized. And we finally got back to having fun in, like, the early 2010s, mid-2010s.
You mean you don't love all that Call of Duty post 9/11ism over and over and over and over again?
I mean, it's interesting to analyze, but it's actually very boring in practice.
Sure is.
Very monotonous. You nailed it with your description. It's good when it's like drama, but it's very bad when it's not. Catherine Bigelow's take on it was very good. I think The Hurt Locker was a good movie. I never actually watched Zero Dark 30, but I'm sure that was good too.
Disengaged.
Remember that part in Hurt Locker where it's the beginning and that guy's like, hey, that guy's on a cell phone. He's probably going to put this video on YouTube. But the year the movie takes place in, there wasn't a YouTube yet.
At unsafe levels. Lockdown.
I don't remember that, no. Oh, there's 2 Barons of L, and I shot him with a BFG.
Thank God they showed up and killed them, just like my Hurt Locker reference.
I haven't seen Hurt Locker in probably 15 years, so I don't really remember anything about it, except that Jeremy Renner is in the movie, and Evangeline Lilly is in the movie, and it was directed by Catherine Bigelow. That's all I know about it. And he wears a bomb suit. Anyways, that's the Doom video. It's more interesting when we talk about Hurt Locker than when we talk about the game. Also, I got like 4 and like 4.87 combat rating. What the hell is that? Why is it not 5? This game's shit.
Yeah, fuck you.